I just got done booking an all-inclusive vacation at a Hyatt in the Dominican Republic, and I booked it through Costco Travel. And before doing so, I of course shopped around for the best price. I compared Costco Travel to Expedia, as well as the prices on Hyatt.com and resortsbyhyatt.com, ran I believe by the operator of Hyatt's all-inclusive properties, which is Playa Resorts. After everything was said and done, Costco Travel was the cheapest option by over $1,300, which I think is pretty impressive. So let's dig into those details. Hey everyone, my name is Ben and welcome back to ExploreInformed, where we dig into the details of travel. So the next time you go exploring, you can go a little bit better informed. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button down over here so you can see our future content in your feed. That will help me grow this channel and make more videos. So let's talk a little bit about Costco Travel. I have been looking to book a family vacation over spring break, which is usually mid to late March here in Texas where I live. And as myself, my wife, and my two kids are fans of Hyatt's all-inclusive Ziva properties, I went about pricing out a trip to Hyatt's newest all-inclusive Ziva in the Dominican Republic. Now, I know I did a video about Costco Travel a while back where I did some price comparisons, but I've been wanting to actually book a trip through Costco Travel for quite a while now, just to see how it compares kind of pricing-wise and experience-wise. And then every time I walked through a Costco itself, I was kind of reminded of that option. So I just went out and did it. You know, we visited the Hyatt Ziva in Cancun twice before, but both times we booked directly with the resort. But that changed this time around. My hypothesis going into the booking process was that Costco Travel is likely to be among the cheapest booking channels for my travel dates. Though of course your mileage may vary based on the destination, the dates, the number of travelers, and really a number of other factors. But when I priced out my specific trip, my hypothesis was confirmed. So what exactly did I price out and end up booking? I booked 6 nights in late March of this year, again at the all-inclusive Hyatt Ziva Cap Cana for 2 adults and 2 children in their master suite category, which is a 1-bedroom suite. So this was a hotel-only booking, as we're using Advantage miles to fly down to Punta Cana Airport in the Dominican Republic. So just as a note, this analysis represents savings on a hotel-only booking. I did not compare pricing in this instance for a vacation package that also includes air travel. Now let's take a look to see how the pricing actually compared across the channels I mentioned. To state them again, I priced out the exact same booking, so the same travel dates, same number and age of travelers, directly on Hyatt.com, on resortsbyhyatt.com, which interestingly produced a different price than Hyatt's main website, on CostcoTravel.com, and on Expedia.com. So on the base price alone, Costco offered the lowest price at just shy of $4,200, with Playa Resorts site coming in at $4,800, Hyatt at almost $5,400, and Expedia at nearly $5,700. And as a note, when given the option, I picked a rate with some refund options, and I did not select an entirely prepaid non-refundable rate. So straight up, Costco was the cheapest option by a significant margin, in fact by over $600, and it was nearly $1,200 cheaper than Hyatt.com, which is honestly pretty surprising to me. So that is a baseline comparison of the room rates only. But as I mentioned in my previous video, one factor that I think significantly distinguishes Costco from other options is the additional value adds, as I call them, that Costco bakes into their already pretty cheap rate. For my purposes, and in my opinion, these value adds reduce your all-in travel price even further. Included in the price of $4,193, Costco also includes a $408 Costco card, round-trip private airport transfers, a $100 spa credit, and a $100 excursion credit. Now, I of course realize not everyone cares about a spa credit or a Costco card, but most of these items are actually valuable to me. My family shops often at Costco, so a Costco card is basically a cash equivalent award to me and my family. I see that as $400 cash back basically. That money is going to be spent. Further, we will almost certainly use a $100 spa credit, and I of course need a round-trip airport transfer to get from the airport to the hotel. So because I will use these items, or this is money I'm certainly going to spend anyhow, I view them as cash equivalent, and I have counted them as such. I understand you may disagree, and that is perfectly fine. As I've mentioned numerous times, you must do your own homework and decide for yourself where you can get the best value for yourself. In addition, as I mentioned, Costco Travel includes a $100 excursion credit to be used with a third-party provider, but I don't think I'm quite as likely to use this, so I'm not including that in the calculation, as I don't think it's nearly as equivalent to cash has a Costco card, the airport transfer, or the spa credit. And then finally, Costco issues 2% cash back on purchases made by those with an executive membership, and that includes purchases made through Costco Travel. So my family will also get 2% cash back on all of our Costco Travel spend. So in my opinion, all said and done, these value adds further distinguish Costco from most other options. When I factor in all of these additional items, the net trip cost is reduced over $600 further. I consider the final net cost to me to be right around $3,600 through Costco Travel, which now comes in over $1,300 less than Playa Resorts and nearly $2,000 cheaper than Hyatt.com and Expedia. So personally, I think those results speak for themselves, and $1,300 represents huge savings over the other options in my comparison. And that savings far outweighs any other advantages of using another booking channel. So I had zero problems pulling the trigger on Costco Travel, and I will try to report back after my trip with a summary of my experience. Now, I'm sure this is going to generate a few comments and questions from you, the audience. So I'm going to attempt to address what I expect to find down in the comments section in terms of questions or objections. So without further ado, let's jump in. But explore informed, Costco Travel isn't always cheaper. I know. I never said that was the case. You should always weigh a number of different options for each trip you book and select the best option for you, based upon your personal preferences and your priorities when traveling. So in this specific case, as you saw, Costco was the cheapest option for me. But explore informed, you should always book through the hotel directly. That's not really true at all, though you are likely to have a more seamless experience when doing so. So if that is your highest priority, then sure, book with a hotel. But I'd first be sure to evaluate the price difference and know what you're getting in value back from the hotel in exchange for potentially paying a higher price. But explore informed, you're gonna get more cash back and more rewards booking through Hyatt with a Hyatt credit card. Yes, you'll probably get more Hyatt points, but in this instance, I believe you'd still pay a much higher net cost when doing so. If we were talking about a difference of 50 or 100 bucks, I'd say sure, but we're talking about potentially over $1,000 in savings. And in that case, to me, cash is king. Yes, you heard that right. To me, cash is king. But explore informed, all-inclusive properties are overpriced and a ripoff. You're crazy to pay $3,000. Well, perhaps it's not the cheapest possible vacation out there, but when traveling with a young family, all-inclusive properties provide flexibility and convenience that you really can't find elsewhere, or is hard to find elsewhere, and therefore represent a really attractive value proposition to me. And then when combined with free flights using Advantage miles, I think it's a pretty killer deal, all things considered. But explore informed, you should always use a travel agent. Well, that's not true either, but feel free to do so if that is your preference. Fun fact, I've never once in my entire life used a travel agent to make a booking, but I plan to do so in the future because I want to see what the experience is like. And I'm not opposed at all to travel agents, I just don't think you have to use them all the time. So did I answer your question? If so, awesome. If not, feel free to comment down below with any further questions you might have. As usual, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at ExploreInformed, or you can visit us on the interwebs at ExploreInformed.com. And again, please hit the subscribe button down over here if you want to catch more of our content in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.